Why do couples go from, I miss you after 12 minutes to, can you not breathe so loud? It doesn't happen in one dramatic explosion. It happens quietly. One eye roll. One distracted, one scroll through your phone while they're mid-sentence about their day. And suddenly the warmth drops. People say this is normal. They say, that's just what happens. Familiarity kills excitement. Like your partner is an old phone you got bored of once the battery stopped lasting all day. But that explanation is lazy. And honestly, a little dangerous. Because going cold in love usually isn't boredom. It's bruising. Small, almost invisible emotional bruises that were never talked about. We don't drift because we've seen each other too much. We drift because something hurt, and nobody translated it. Here's the part that sounds dramatic, but stay with me. The version of you that loves is not the confident adult who handles emails and deadlines. The version of you that loves is 5 years old, emotionally barefoot, sensitive, easily startled. That loving self can be deeply wounded because you interrupted their story about a sandwich. Yes, a sandwich. Or because you didn't ask follow-up questions about the weird spot on their arm. Or because you chose a book over cuddling. By adult standards, these are microscopic issues. By love standards, they're arrows. We don't love like CEOs. We love like toddlers with Wi-Fi. Hyper-aware, needy, hopeful, and absolutely crushed by small signals. The problem isn't that we get hurt. The problem is we don't say it. Because imagine being 42 years old and saying, I felt sad you didn't seem excited about my lunch story. It sounds ridiculous. So we don't say it. We swallow it. We pretend it's fine. But the loving self doesn't forget. It withdraws. It goes quiet. It stops initiating affection. It becomes sarcastic, less available. Not because it doesn't care, because it's protecting itself. Coldness isn't the absence of love. It's love in self-defense. And the scary part? Most couples don't even realize this is happening. They think the spark died. They think the chemistry faded. No, the loving self just felt unheard too many times. And instead of asking for comfort, it shut down the system. Here's the hopeful twist. If coldness was caused by hidden hurt, then warmth can return through safe honesty. But that requires something uncomfortable. You have to admit that tiny things affect you. You have to say, when you checked your phone while I was talking, I felt small. Not accusing, not dramatic, just honest. And the other person has to resist the urge to say, that's silly. Because to the loving self, it isn't. Love doesn't operate on logic. It operates on felt safety. And safety disappears quietly. One dismissal at a time. So when you notice distance creeping in, before you assume you've fallen out of love, ask something braver. Have I been quietly hurt? Have they? Coldness isn't always the end. Sometimes it's just unspoken pain wearing a winter coat. And if you create a space where small hurts can be spoken without mockery, you don't just fix distance. You deepen intimacy. Because nothing warms love faster than feeling understood instead of dismissed. If this made you rethink what boredom really is, comment, clarity. Subscribe to LoveLens. Clarity changes everything.